Good morning, family, and welcome to today's Lessons for Life. Today is Monday, April 20th, 2009, and today we're reading in Joshua chapter 16, and we see something in this chapter which is a relatively short chapter. So first, as always, I encourage you to read it for yourself and email us. We'll put it on the blog, but it's a fairly short chapter, but we see something in here that actually reminds me of what we even read about yesterday and spoke about very briefly, because at this chapter here is talking about the tribe of Joseph, and it says that in the land of Gezer that there's some Canaanites there who they didn't destroy, but they actually allowed to stay there, but now those Canaanites became their servants. And they remind me, because we had mentioned that yesterday, and I said I had to do some look into that, because it says that those in Jerusalem, that allowed them to also not they didn't kill them neither. So I did look into it actually, even as I was reading this morning, because I had thought that they were supposed to kill everyone. But when I looked back and even some stuff we read before, this is one of the things that even I bring up for Lessons for Life is, how it's important to, when you see something in the scriptures that doesn't quite make sense, because sometimes you just read over it and just, okay, it doesn't make sense, but you just keep reading anyway. But it's good if you have a question about something to look back or to, do some research and find out, what does this actually mean, and get, do some treasure hunting. So I actually went back to some of the stuff we had read before, and I saw, I believe it was Deuteronomy chapter 20, where they were supposed to, when they approach the city to fight it, they're supposed to first make peace or offer peace to that city. Then if that city doesn't accept peace, then they're supposed to enter, go and fight against them and destroy them. And if they do make peace, then you're supposed to take them under as servants. So it's funny that we see here that the Canaanites says that now they didn't kill them all, but they actually made them their servants. So apparently these Canaanites in the land of Gezer accepted their peace, and they didn't want to fight or be destroyed. And also, if you look back with yesterday, what we mentioned in Jerusalem, and just from even what we learned in the temple, Jerusalem, the definition of Jerusalem, city of peace. Jerusalem is city, and Salem is like Shalom is peace. So, that's one thing I wanted to really share for Lessons for Life, just of even the process of how you're reading the scriptures and you come across something that doesn't quite make sense, to do some further research, do some further study, and don't just skip over it, because when you just skip over it, you kind of lose some of the understanding, and you kind of just not really paying attention to what you're reading. So with that is today's Lessons for Life. Create yourself a wonderfully blessed day today, and we'll talk again tomorrow.